Hey YouTube friends and family, traveling on back with another video. As promised, we are going to do another comparison with the Sony ZV-E10 as well as the Pocket 3, but this time we are going to do complete manual settings with flat profiles on both cameras. We're going to be applying the DJI Lut on the D-Log-M with the Pocket 3, and then the HLG on the Sony ZV-E10 using the Leeming Lut, trying to overexpose like they suggest on that. So this will be my first foray.
Hey, Future Adam here. So I had to interrupt myself. You might have seen that. Now, I mentioned that I was using the Leeming Lut with HLG3. Now, I did use HLG3, but unfortunately with the Leeming Lut, you have to overexpose, and I did not do it properly. So I did use Mark Bennett's Camera Crisis Lut. I'm going to link his Lut down below, as well as the Leeming Lut. But Mark Bennett's Camera Crisis Lut is free, and he saved me on this because with his particular Lut, if you don't overexpose, it still is able to work with HLG3. So thank you, Mark Bennett. You saved me on that one. Anyway, let's continue with the video.
This will be my first foray into kind of using a flat color profile on the Sony ZV-E10. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you all think on this new comparison. So I would really appreciate it. All right, so here is the Sony ZV-E10. We're doing 4K 30, f2.0. We're doing an auto ISO of 150 to 400. Or auto ISO of 125 to 400, and we're doing the exposure to +1. So let's try this out. The sun is kind of like trying to peek through the clouds. Hopefully I'll be able to make the proper adjustments color-wise on the HLG. I am definitely a noob, so we'll see if I'm able to color grade this properly. The real test is whenever I go into selfie mode here. But let's see what happens. This will be very interesting. All right, let's switch over to selfie mode. Okay. We're in selfie mode. Let's do this. All right, well, I see some zebras in the horizon. I'm wondering how it's doing on my face, skin tones, etc. But looks like it is keeping me in focus. It'll be definitely interesting. But this is my first foray into using the Leeming Lut and trying to overexpose, which is a bit tricky. But how is this looking? Okay, so this is the Pocket 3 doing 4K 30, auto ISO 50 to 100. With a manual white balance of 5200 Kelvin, D-Log-M. Let's do this. So hopefully with the 16 ND filter, it will correct it a little bit better than doing that 8 ND filter in my last test, as well as the D-Log-M. These two tests should be better than my previous camera test in this area. All right, let's switch it over. All right, and this is selfie mode. How does it look? I know I'm kind of dressed pretty ridiculous, but it's like -5 degrees Celsius right now. Fortunately, it's not as windy as it was the other day, but I came a little prepared. I feel like this is gonna come to be a lot better quality than the previous test. Doing HLG with the Leeming Lut on the Sony, and now with the DJI Lut, and doing D-Log M on the Pocket 3.
Okay, so I will chime in here as I usually do on these comparisons. So yeah, we've got the attempt, and I say attempt, that I've made to try to color grade as a noob. And certainly there are some things that I have to improve on. Now with the HLG3, from what I understand, and you all can correct me if I'm wrong, HLG is kind of a setting that will help with the dynamic range, if I understand correctly. So maybe that's even why we see the Sony on the left have a little bit of more color than the DJI on the right. But of course, my color grading on the DJI Pocket with the DJI Lut is still very rookie level. But I can see more of the color dynamic or dynamic range in the Sony ZV-E10, as well as the bokeh looks really nice. You gotta hand it with the Sony ZV-E10, especially having the DJI Pocket. So I do have something in store for you all that I kind of previewed on the thumbnail, but here we've got all 4 comparisons. Believe me, this took a while to figure out how to do on Final Cut. But yes, we've got the original that I did a couple days ago with the auto on the Sony ZV-E10 and DJI Pocket 3 with the auto standard color profile. And then of course the what I did today with the attempt to color grade both the Sony and the DJI Pocket 3. Yeah, I mean, I think one thing we can kind of assume is that, yeah, the Sony ZV-E10 and DJI Pocket 3 standard color profile, they do a great job. And I certainly can see my rookie level just showing right through, showing its true colors, pun intended, on my inability to really get the most out of color grading. But you know, we all have to start somewhere, and this is my attempt. So I would really appreciate any thoughts that you all have. If you are experienced in color grading, any tips would be great. But it's just something I wanted to show you all. Things that we can do with these cameras is just amazing.
Yeah, so there you go. That is the test with the 2 cameras. I'm excited to get back home and put this through Final Cut and see what it ends up doing. Of course, I am a rookie and a noob when it comes to you know, color grading on the Sony, but I am excited to see what happens. As always, you all, thank you so much for checking out the channel. I really appreciate it. Please smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. God bless and peace.